Welcome, ghouls and goblins, ghosts and gremlins, friends and fiends. I'm Andrew Georgiadis, and tonight we'll be reading a scary story. A friend of mine has sent me a book and he's challenged me to read it without freaking out. Interesting. It looks pretty old, but interesting. Got a little lock on there as well. I don't know anything about it, so I'm going to be going into this blind. So, let's open it up and find out what the book, what the story is called. Ooh, there we go, look at that. Ooh, it's handwritten. Okay. The story is called The Ghost Writer. Ooh. Welcome to Scare Story. It was a dark and windy night. The light howl of the wind could be heard outside as the rustling of the tree branches brushed up against the window. Inside was warm and safe as the young man sat in the chair reading a ghost story to get in the mood for Halloween. Sounds good so far? It was the witching season. He would not normally read a ghost story, or any story for that matter, as he preferred to be immersed in a movie or a scare experience to get the adrenaline pumping. That's actually true. Maybe this was written about me, who knows? But tonight was different. Tonight he had been challenged by a friend to get through the story without freaking out. The book was leather-bound and had strange markings on the front, punctuated with a dark stone. A dark stone there, and it does have some strange markings. What the hell is going on here? It's pretty impressive, whatever it is, anyway. Impressive, he thought. The story had been written in ink on what looked like an old parchment paper. Yeah, you can see that for yourself, and it is all written there. This indicated that this could be a one-of-a-kind book. Interesting. To the page. What was striking was the strange symbols that had been drawn on the page. There, a triple spiral and a moon on the first page. On the first page. Let's turn to that. Yes. Look at that. Triple spiral. And on the bottom there. That does not look like a moon. It looks like a mouldy banana. But okay, if you say so. The young man paused, reading the story, and looked up the meaning of the occult symbols. Okay, let's do that. I will look on Google. Okay, let's take a look and see what that all means. Triskelion meaning. Okay, it means movement, motion, signify energies in particular, cycles. Spirals are also said to symbolize the inner and outer worlds of the themes of birth, death, and rebirth. Mental, physical, and spiritual self. So 3 things like that. Okay, and the other one would be the Crescent moon meaning. Let's have a look at that one. So motherhood, fertility can also be symbolic of growth, creativity, and manifestation. Okay, that's interesting. The young man picked up the book and continued reading. He could hear the light tapping of rain on the window. He then saw a flash of lightning, followed by a crash of thunder. As he looked in the direction of the window, he had not noticed that the door behind him was now open. It's bullshit. He's just trying to scare me. He continued reading the book, completely engrossed in the story, unaware of the strange occurrence. The creaking of the floorboards could be heard in the room as footsteps approached from the door. Until it reached behind the chair of the young man. The young man thought it was a family member pranking him, so turned around and said, "Do you mind? I'm in the middle of filming." Closed the door and sat back down and resumed the story. He wondered if this was a massive prank set up by his friend to spook him. But the young man was not spooked so easily. That much is true. Nice warm tea. He thought it would take a lot more than creaky floorboards and an open door to scare me. Yeah. Suddenly, a loud bang came from the cupboard door. The young man jumped, but thought, "Hold on. Is my mate hiding in the cupboard?" Ah. Okay. Oh, there's a ghost in the cupboard. Hello, Mr. Ghost. Are you there? Hello? Get a bar of cup of sugar? Good idea. Why don't you knock once for yes and twice for no? Is that the dude hiding in there? Interesting. I've got an idea. If my mate is hiding in the cupboard, I'm going to give him a call. Okay, let's see if the dude has forgotten his phone on silent. Let's see if it rings. Hello? Hey, dude.
Hey, Dad. You enjoyed the book?
Oh, yes. I'm enjoying the book a lot. I'm reading through it now. It's actually really, really cool. Now, I've got a question. There's not too much space in the cupboard that you're hiding in at the moment, is there?
Huh? What are you talking about, Dad? I'm actually at home playing my keyboard at the minute.
So if you're not hiding in the cupboard, then who did you get to hide in the cupboard?
Hey, dude, I didn't get anyone to do anything. Why don't you open it up and see who's in there?
Okay. Okay, it was empty.
See? The book's making you on edge, dude.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't need to read it if you're not up to it.
No, I'm fine. I'll finish it. It's just, you know.
Okay, cool. I'll chat to you later anyway.
Okay, cool. I'll chat to you later. See you later. Bye.
Bye then.
The young man sat back down in the chair and picked up the book, but noticed the page on the laptop in front of him had changed. What the hell? It was now showing a Google search for Tina, showing the results for Tina Turner the musical. The young man thought it was very strange and decided to take a photo of the evidence, the strange occurrence. That's a good idea. I'll do that. Someone's probably hacking my laptop. Seriously, I just don't have time for this. Let's close that. Well, I need to use my tea, but... my tea gone? How's it doing over there? Why's it moved all the way over here? Nah, I'm gonna go and make myself a cup of coffee. Well, strange, but Sam. It's not normal. Good. Got the coffee. Let's go back to the room. Whoa! Whoa. What's this doing here? This is usually my brother's room. Okay, I'm gonna take a photo of this. That is very strange. What's this? Underneath his head. Okay. Take a photo of that. That is very, very strange. I'm gonna have to talk to the dude about this. Let's go back upstairs. My coffee. Sure. Okay, I got my coffee. Let's go talk to the dude. Strange. Pretty sure I closed the laptop. Why is it open? London hospitals. Strange. That's weird. thing. Okay. I think it is time to call the dude and find out what the hell is actually going on around here. Hey there.
Hey there.
Look, a lot of strange things are happening since I started reading the book.
Really? Like what?
Like strange sounds and flying books off shelves.
What, really? It's so cool, eh?
No, it's not cool. Where the hell did you get the book from?
About that.
What about it?
Belonged to my neighbor.
Where did he get it from?
He wrote it.
You wrote it?
Yeah, he was a ghostwriter.
He wrote anonymously for other people.
No, what I meant to say is he actually wrote his ghost stories, his ghost story writer.
Oh, okay.
He was always writing in that book. He didn't like using computers. He was more of like an old school type of person. He just liked to write things down.
Okay, so how did you get hold of it?
My neighbor's house was being cleared out. His family was getting rid of a lot of old things. And the book was cool, so I decided to kind of ask for it, and I got it for a bargain anyway. The only thing is, it started making me feel a bit uneasy. So, but as I know that you're into this kind of spooky things, I kind of gave it to you, just thinking that you'd like it.
Uneasy how?
I don't know, maybe because the book is written when the accident happened. It just freaks me out.
Accident? That's why they were clearing out his stuff?
Yeah. It was in an accident, and badly injured.
What kind of accident?
I heard it was a car crash, and the driver was killed instantly. He wasn't driving, he was in the back seat of the cab when it happened.
Cab? And you think he was writing in the back of the cab when the accident happened?
That's what it looks like. There's an unfinished story at the end of the book, which just kind of stops mid-sentence.
May I ask what your neighbor's name is?
We had a few nicknames. His name, I believe, was Sam.
Sam?
Sam.
Holy crap, I think he's trying to give me clues about something. I saw like this toy car crash into a wall and the name Sam appeared on my fridge. I think his ghost is trying to communicate with me.
Ghost? Dude, the guy is still alive.
What?
Yeah, he's in hospital in a coma. He's been there for a while now.
He's alive? In a coma?
Yeah. So it can't be his ghost because he's not dead. Not yet, anyway.
What do you mean?
But apparently there's no hope of him coming out of the coma, so the family have agreed to take him off life support.
Oh my goodness, when is that happening?
I think it's happening tonight. The family have just left to go to the hospital to say their final goodbyes.
Dude, which hospital is he in?
Don't know. I can find out and get back to you.
Please find out and let me know as soon as possible. I think I've figured out what's going on.
Okay, I'll find out and get back to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Hey. I know it's you. I think I understand what you've been trying to tell me. The letters on the fridge, Sam, that's your name, right? Right, Sam? Right. Okay, knock 1 for yes, 2 for no. Great, I got it. You were in a car accident, in a taxi cab. Right. Sam, I've got news for you. You're not dead. You're in a coma in a hospital. You need to get back to your body. Wait. The A to Z. You don't know how to get there. You need directions, right? So your spirit got attached to the book with the accident in the cab. And now you don't know where your body is. That's why you were searching for London hospitals. You don't know how to get there. Is that right? So dude said that you were writing in the book when the accident happened. And you were like writing something. What's this? To my dearest Tina, I wanted to let you know that wherever I go, whenever we're apart, my love will never die, as you're always in my heart, Sam. Tina, that's who you're looking for. Okay, so Tina is your love. Got got it. Alright, okay. I've got an idea. So I'm going to find out where you are. You need to get back to your body as soon as possible, because you're on life support at the minute, but they're about to pull the plug. So, dude, great. Hey, dude.
Hey there. I found the address of the hospital. It's the Royal Free. Spiral Ward.
Spiral Ward. Okay, great, thanks.
Thanks, Dan. See you.
Awesome, thanks, dude. Okay, bye.
Bye now.
Okay, Sam, this is the hospital that you're in. Okay, Sam, there you go. That's the address. So you just need to go there now and go get it. What do you mean no? Don't tell me you need directions. Are you serious? Hang on, I've got an idea. I'm gonna order an Uber. Pulled up in front of the house, and the young man jumped in the back. He said to the driver, "I have a strange request. I need you to deliver this envelope to the reception of the Royal Free Hospital. It's got the ward and patient name on there, so they will be able to deliver it. Is that okay?" "Yeah, okay. You not coming?" "No, I have to stay." "Okay. I'll get paid either way." The young man handed over the envelope to the driver and hopped out of the cab. The cab makes its way to the hospital as the young man goes back into the house and continues to read the story. And that just happened. The cab arrived at the hospital and the driver popped out and walked into the reception and handed over the envelope to the receptionist. I was told to hand this over to you. But before she could protest, he walked away. The receptionist was visibly annoyed. The cab driver walked out of the reception and back to the cab. Strangely, the back door of the cab was open. There was no one in the cab. That's strange. He shrugged his shoulders and closed the door and drove away. The receptionist was about to put the card in her internal mail tray when she noticed it said urgent on it. She looked at the ward name and saw it was the Spiral Ward. People were put in there that didn't have much time left. She turned to her colleague and said, Cover me for a few minutes." And she took the envelope and made her way down to the corridor towards the ward. Her shadow reflected on the wall behind her as she walked, followed close behind by a second shadow. She took the lift to the 3rd floor and scanned her pass on the sensor. The doors to the ward opened and she walked through. The doors closed behind her, but suddenly stopped and opened fully again, and after a moment, then closed. The lady walked into the room with the unconscious patient, who was surrounded by his family members. She spoke to the young lady closest to her and said that this card was just delivered and thought you would want to see it. The young lady took the card and looked at it. She took it out of the envelope and opened up the card and read the message. She started to cry. The spirit of Sam stood over his unconscious body. He tried to join with it, but could not. Something was preventing it. He tried to lay down on his body, but could still not merge with it. The doctor walked in the room and told the family that it was time to say their final goodbyes. And the life support machine was about to be turned off. Tina, who had just read the card, took Sam's hand and kissed him on the lips and said to him, "Sam, I love you. Please come back to me." She kissed him one more time. Sam's spirit kissed her back. The machine was then turned off. The heart rate monitor slowed, and then flatlined. Tina cried, and the whole family consoled her. The card she was holding dropped to the floor. That's really sad, isn't it? It had a picture of a heart and a heartbeat on it. Suddenly, the heart rate monitor started beeping again. The doctor and the family turned to look at it in shock and amazement, and suddenly, a gasp of breath from Sam as he sat up, awake from the coma. He was breathing heavily and saw his family around him. "What happened? I just had the strangest dream." Well, that was a very interesting story, wasn't it? I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Unfortunately, of course, it's just fiction, isn't it? None of that is real. So, I just hope you enjoyed that story, and... Hello?
Hey there.
Hey there.
Just to say, I got a call from the family in the hospital, and a miracle has happened. Sam woke up from the coma, just in time.
Wow, that's great news.
Yeah, and he kept on repeating the same name over and over again.
What name?
He kept on repeating the name Andy.
Okay, that's strange. Can I call you back in a few minutes?
Sure,
I need to finish this video.
sure. Chat soon.
Okay, cool.
Bye.
Next time, see you, bye. Well, there you go. It was a great story, but was it fiction? Or was it real? Or was it all just one big coincidence? I have no idea, but I know I enjoyed it. A little bit scary, but we'll see. But that isn't the only story. There are other stories in this book, and maybe I'll read another one next time. And the next story in the book is called The Box in the Attic. But now that the book is no longer haunted, I can't imagine anything possibly happening or going wrong.